Your life starts as an ordinary office worker, late 20s, with a routine that never changes. Wake up at 6 in the morning, head to work by motorbike or car. 8 hours sitting in front of a screen, meetings, deadlines. Pressure from your boss. Get off work at 6 in the evening. Traffic jam on the way home, a full hour to cover a distance that should take 20 minutes. And tonight, like hundreds of nights before, you stop by the convenience store near your place. Grab one cold can of beer, sometimes two. This isn't a new habit. It's been part of your day for as long as you can remember it feeling normal. If your expectation about drinking beer every night is, this is just a way to relax, not real alcoholism, you're not entirely wrong. You're not someone who gets falling down drunk, not someone who loses control on the road. But you're missing what's happening inside your body. Every single time you crack that can open. What's happening isn't dramatic, isn't something you'll see in the mirror tomorrow morning. What's happening is far quieter than that. Your liver is the busiest organ tonight. It weighs about 1.5 kilograms, sitting behind your right rib cage. Every sip of beer enters your stomach, gets absorbed into your bloodstream, and is carried straight to your liver through the portal vein. Your liver has one job: break down alcohol into non-toxic substances as fast as possible before it spreads to your brain and other organs. The process involves special enzymes working overtime every time you drink. Normally, an adult liver can process about 1 unit of alcohol per hour. Your body was designed to handle alcohol occasionally in small amounts, but only occasionally. Not every night for the rest of your life. The first night, your body barely protests. Beer goes in, you relax, the tension from work starts to melt away, drowsiness comes faster than usual. You sleep. Wake up the next morning, feels normal, no signs of anything. Your liver processes it all overnight, like always, and you head to work as if nothing happened. By week 2, this pattern starts becoming a ritual. Get off work, open the fridge, grab a beer, no longer a conscious choice but a reflex. Your hand moves before your brain even fully decides. Your liver starts accumulating small amounts of fat in its cells because energy from alcohol gets processed first over regular fat, and the leftover fat that isn't used piles up in liver tissue. You don't feel this yet. No pain, no symptoms. Nothing changes on the scale or in the mirror. Research shows that alcohol-related fatty liver can start forming in just a few weeks of regular consumption, even at amounts that seem normal socially, not just in heavy drinkers. This condition is called early-stage alcoholic fatty liver, and at this stage, it's actually still fully reversible. But you don't know this is happening because no one ever told you. By month 6, you start needing beer faster to feel as relaxed as before. 1 can isn't enough anymore. You add another, sometimes 2, sometimes switch to a higher alcohol content without realizing it. Your sleep changes. You fall asleep faster, but the quality is shallower because alcohol disrupts the deep sleep phase that's supposed to restore your body. You often wake up at 3 in the morning, thoughts drifting, unable to fall back asleep, ending up scrolling your phone until you're drowsy again. Your stomach starts feeling bloated, uncomfortable, even when you haven't eaten much. Sometimes you think it's just a regular stomach bug. By year 2, your body starts changing shape. Your belly protrudes, not from regular fat that can be lost through dieting, but because your swollen liver is pushing forward. Your skin sometimes looks slightly yellowish under bright light, though you yourself haven't noticed. Other people notice it first, but they think it's just exhaustion. Your energy drops. You get tired easily, even though your workload hasn't changed. Concentration in meetings starts slipping faster than before. By year 5, your body sends a signal that can no longer be ignored. A dull pain in your upper right abdomen, where your liver sits, shows up several times a week. Your appetite drops sharply. Sometimes nausea in the morning for no clear reason, making you skip breakfast more often. You start forgetting small things, struggling to concentrate at work. Sometimes your boss calls you out because your performance has declined. This is the point where liver damage is no longer just fat buildup. The liver tissue starts hardening, turning into scar tissue that can't return to normal like healthy tissue before. This process is called fibrosis, the step before cirrhosis. At this point, you have 2 paths. If you keep drinking as usual, the scar tissue in your liver keeps growing every year, slowly replacing the healthy tissue that's supposed to filter your blood. Liver function declines slowly but surely, filtering toxins, processing nutrients, regulating blood clotting, producing essential proteins, all gradually disrupted one by one. In the coming years, the risk of liver cirrhosis becomes real, And at that stage, the damage is permanent, unable to be reversed even if you stop completely. Your body will keep sending increasingly clear signals. A swollen belly from fluid buildup in the abdominal cavity, clearly yellowed skin and eyes, easy bruising from minor bumps, constant fatigue even without strenuous activity, swollen feet in the evening. At advanced stages, complications can extend to brain dysfunction from toxins no longer being filtered properly, up to the risk of internal bleeding that threatens your life. If you stop or drastically cut back starting now, the liver is one of the organs with the best regenerative ability in the human body. It can even partially regrow if half of it is removed through surgery. Early-stage fatty liver can improve within weeks to months after stopping completely, as liver cells start releasing the accumulated fat and return to working normally. Even damage that's already somewhat advanced, including partial fibrosis, still has room to partially recover, as long as it hasn't reached full cirrhosis. Your sleep improves first, usually within 2 to 4 weeks, as your deep sleep phase gradually returns to normal. Energy and concentration follow a few months later, as your body is no longer busy processing toxins every night. Appetite and digestion also improve, since your stomach and liver are no longer constantly burdened. The process isn't instant, it takes time and consistency, sometimes needing support from people around you or professional help. But your body is waiting for that chance every day you choose not to drink. Millions of people are cracking open their beer cans tonight for the same reasons as you, just to relax, just to shake off work exhaustion, just to keep you company while watching TV, without ever really knowing how much longer their liver can keep up with this ritual. Most of them feel fine until the day their body sends a signal that can no longer be ignored. You still have time to decide which path you're going to take tonight and every night after. If you find it hard to cut back or stop drinking even after trying, professional help from a doctor or psychologist is available and okay to seek out at any time.